city is underwater, and that's where we find meteorologist Jordan Wolfe. Jordan, you say the water is still pretty high out there. What exactly are you seeing here this evening?
That's right, Candace. Right now we're standing along Illinois 73 here in Pearl City, just looking north from Pearl City Road. That's where we're seeing all of this flooding that is occurring behind me. This is the Yellow Creek that has overflowed its banks as it continues to rise over the last couple of hours, even just a little bit more since we arrived here close to around 3:30. We are seeing a little bit more of that rising. Now, we've also seen, if we were watching the 4 earlier, this boat that we're now looking at, this has been traveling back and forth between the areas of roads that have been flooded, transporting residents back and forth so that they can pick up their groceries, go back to the other side of the town where they're able to reside there for the night. There are a couple of houses that we've also been passing that were underwater as well. Some of those areas that have seen that flooding issued, but a little bit lower than even the last couple of times. A lot of residents pointing out the signs in the last couple of floods where they were 2010 as well as 2017, where those last floods were issued, still a little bit higher than the current one. But again, water here, at least in the Yellow Creek, still rising. As we came in here later on, earlier this afternoon, I should say, there were a couple of ditches and creeks and the such that were a little bit lower than what they were earlier. That's because what we're seeing is the water that was in those ditches and creeks now flooding into slightly larger bodies of water, and that's where we're still seeing the rise here, at least in the Yellow Creek here in Pearl City. We were talking to one of the residents earlier as well. As the water was rushing into their home, there wasn't really a whole lot that they were able to do.
It's just bad. I don't recommend this to anybody to have to watch this or to have this feeling about it, knowing there's nothing you can do.
And so the main takeaway that we want to make sure that you all are getting from this is if you come across any flooded roadways similar to the one that we're seeing behind me, make sure that you are turning around, don't drive through the flooded areas, and adhering to any road closed signs. For now, we'll send it back to you. Reporting live from Pearl City, I'm Jordan Wolfe.
All right, Jordan, thanks for that live report.